Hello, happy Wednesday. I have sat down to plan out my meals for this week, and I will go ahead and share with you what I did. What I do, like I normally do, is I pop open last week's meal plan because last week I switched to the Gut Protocol Meal Plan B. So I'm going to keep that going forward. And then I put in whatever events I have going on, the dates, whatever we have going on, noting the days that I drive carpool. Again, carpool, very important. So we've got a soccer tournament this weekend, and then it looks like all we do is soccer. So yeah, soccer is life right now in our house, which is fine because my son absolutely loves it. So I'm happy to support him in doing something that he loves. So then from there, I didn't have to change anything because my meal one is always my shake. So I keep that as my meal one. And I think it was yesterday. Yesterday, they released a new flavor. It's a limited time flavor for Shakeology. It is a vanilla chai. So I haven't gotten my box of that yet. But the limited time flavors are in a smaller packaging. So you can kind of try and see. I think you get 15 instead of the normal 24. So it's a little bit smaller packaging, so you can kind of try it out and see if you like it before you order more. So I need to get my order in so I can try it out and see how you guys like it. But if you tried the vanilla chai, let me know, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. So Shakeology every day, and then I pick my two meal twos, which are kind of like my second breakfast for the week. And I think I kind of left it, I kind of mixed up one thing, but I left it with the oatmeal. Because to be honest, I didn't really eat the oatmeal this week. I ended up having like toast instead, or I had hash browns. So I left it on the menu for this week. And then the second thing I did was the spinach egg scramble, which I popped open a meal plan from last year because I kind of around the same time, I kind of do seasonal things. So I figure, if I go to last year's, we'll kind of have the same thing. So that's kind of how I did this meal plan. Was I kind of popped open a meal plan from last year by just going into my archives, and then so that's where I pulled the spinach egg scramble and oatmeal from, and then I just alternate those for the week, and then I pick my lunches for the week because I do like keeping with the vegan lunches. The quinoa garden salad, so it was on this past week's meal plan, and I never made it. I made those, I went to Trader Joe's for the first time, and I got some of those hearts of palm pasta. So I put that into my veggie lo mein, and so I've been having that mostly this week, and I haven't switched over to my quinoa garden salad. So since I have most of the stuff to make that, I'm going to put that on next week's meal plan, and you can now find the recipe right on my website if you click the link. So I'm going to do that one, and then I pulled over the Southwest Salad Bowl. That will have a recipe on the website soon. I'm in the process of putting recipes up from 4-Week Gut Protocol that I kind of created. So you should see that on the website soon. So I just did those two for the week and then alternated them. And then I picked 2 meal fours, so 2 afternoon snacks. And I kind of kept those pretty much the same. I think this had cucumbers before, but I'm really into pickled okra right now. It's almost like pickles, but it's okra, and it's been lovely to have during the summer too because it's so hot, and those are kind of cool and refreshing. So I eat my pickled okra, and then I've kind of stocked up on coconut yogurt because I go to the store and I didn't realize that I had some. So I need to eat more yogurt, so I'm going to do the yogurt with some berries. The yogurt's also good with apples too. If you put it with some apples and a little bit of cinnamon, that's good too. So that is one of my meal twos. And then the other one, I kept the watermelon spinach salad with blueberries because it's summer, watermelon's delicious, and I wanted to keep that on the meal plan. So that's kind of what I've realized I kind of do is I'll find something I like, and I'll stick with it for a couple of weeks until I get sick of it, and then it's time to find something new. So right now, I'm kind of liking the things that I have on the meal plan, and I'll stick with them until I get totally sick of them and can't stand to eat them, and then I'll swap them out. So then all I have left to do is plan my dinners, and so I pulled over the teriyaki salmon, which is a recipe you can find on my website. I'll do that with rice noodles and mixed veggies. And then I chose, so I called this, it's crock pot chicken fajitas, but I'm going to make them into bowls. So instead of putting them into like a tortilla, which I have found some gluten-free tortillas, so I could do that. But I think I want to make it into like a rice bowl. So, and that'll be a good thing for carpool day. And I will need to make myself a note to actually start the crock pot. So sometimes, and I did this the other week, because if there's something that needs to like thaw out, or if you need to start the crock pot, don't be afraid to put it on your calendar. We have a lot of things going on, moms and dads and busy people. We got a lot going on. So if there's something that you need, like I always forget to marinate the meat if there's something that needs to be marinated, so go ahead and just put it on your calendar to remind yourself, and that's my tip of the week there. So I'm going to do the crock pot chicken fajitas, and then I will put them on, add like some rice, so then that I'll do it as a bowl. And then the other thing I picked is the chicken fried steak from Fix8. I think it's from 4-Week Gut Protocol, maybe. Those materials, and then with green beans and some mashed potatoes. That recipe is really good. And then instant pot ramen. Oh, I pulled up. Okay, I'll have a link for that. That's from Confessions of a Fit Foodie. She has a lot of good portion fix recipes as well. But I was looking through. I have a file of pictures of different meals that I've made. So I was like, oh, that one looks good. So sometimes running through your visual file will help kind of inspire things when you don't know what you want to have. And then Thursday nights is leftover night, and Friday we eat out, and then Saturday we eat out. So that is my meal plan for the week. If you have any questions about meal planning, about the new Shakeology flavor, about gut protocol, let me know, and I'm happy to help you out.